today I'm going to be throwing a spouted bowl. These bowls are great for mixing and pouring. I also like having a spout on a bowl because when you're stirring, you can set the spoon inside of the spout and it gives it a nice place to rest. So it's really kind of serves a lot of purposes and it's really nice to have. Get a little more speed for centering here. Alright. I'm working with some clay that actually is a little harder than I like. It dried out a little bit in the bag, I think. I think there was a little hole in the bag or something. So, I'm going to try and prep it a little bit more here. Okay. And then, alright. So for the most part, this is a lot like any other bowl. Because I am thinking about making it be a mixing bowl, I want the bowl to be a little bit taller and not wide like a serving bowl, but more of a taller mixing bowl where you could really, mix something up and not be worried that it's going to fall over the edges. Like I said, this clay is a little bit harder, so it's going to take a little bit more time. I have about 2 pounds, a little bit more than 2 pounds in this one. So with a bowl of this size, if it was going to be a serving bowl, I would probably have used a slightly larger bat, and I would have made the base larger and had it be a little bit of a shorter bowl with a wider base. But instead I'm going to be pulling up the sides pretty high actually, and then after I have them pulled up, I'm going to make sure to spread out the top. Now when you're doing this kind, well, any kind of bowl really, what I like to do is have a little bit of clay left near the top. So my rim here is actually a little bit thicker than most of the rest of the bowl because that rim is going to go from being this big to being bigger and wider. So I want to have some clay there so it doesn't become really weak. Oftentimes with mixing bowls, people will mix it with a wooden spoon or another kind of spoon and then tap the ends. You don't want it chipping or breaking, coming apart as people are using it. I want this to be a functional bowl that someone has in their kitchen for years to come. Alright, just clean out the bottom. There we go. Slow this down just a notch. Alright. I'm going to push out the bottom just a little bit more. That's the shape I like for mixing bowls. Alright, we have a good shape there. It's a pretty good shape for a mixing bowl. Almost where we want it to be. The wheel's going a little slower than I like. Speed it up a bit or just not. There we go, that's a good shape for a mixing bowl. Now I want to show a couple of things. First of all, I actually found this tool, and this tool's been kind of interesting. It's not overly helpful for using this edge here, although I really think this edge looks kind of fun. Where are we? We could make some really interesting patterns with that. But what I do like is that it kind of gives a nice indentation. So what I actually use this for is I'll go around the edge here just to put a consistent indent. Just gives it the base kind of an interesting look to it. Here, I'll show you one that I did earlier. You can see that. It gives kind of a bit of texture at the bottom. Goes really nicely with the shape of my finger, actually, right there. And the final step, of course, is to give it an actual spout. To do that, I usually put 2 fingers on the outside and 1 on the inside. Make sure that my fingers are wet. And then I make a spout. Again, I really like this because not only will it allow whoever has this to be able to pour out any liquid from inside the bowl, it also gives a place for someone to put a spoon. If they're stirring or whatever, they can set the spoon right in there and it's just a nice little spot. So there we go, a bowl with a spout. It's one of, I really like this. I think I'm going to start making nested sets of these. I think that they're really cool. Hope that was fun for you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.